There's so much more to a hospital than what meets the eye. To start with, it is where life begins. And in my case, it is where my new lives have begun. Once as a survivor of a car accident, and the other, today, as a father. As new parents, my wife and I wanted to make sure that our little girl was born in the best environment, in a hospital where the highest standards of care and safety are applied.
Bellevue University Medical Center differentiates itself by this unique architecture design and the quality of health services offered to its patients. We emphasize the culture of patient safety and patient satisfaction through our very expert medical team and paramedical team, working in a very good, healing, green environment.
It's so peaceful here with all the greenery surrounding the hospital. Research states that a green healing environment has a positive effect on a patient's recovery. In my case, it was so true. Perhaps it's a small detail, but it's one that matters. Maybe it's because at all stages of our lives, hospitals are essential to our survival, whether for regular checkups or medical procedures. And I've learned that even the smallest detail can make a big difference. That difference saved my life. This is where I was brought on the day of my accident. I was barely conscious, but I clearly remember wondering about the hospital I was lying in, wondering about the doctor's competencies and the way I would be treated. They had my life in their hands after all, and they took good care of it. Their ER is quite large and highly equipped and efficiently connects to other relevant departments. The day of my admission, a very responsive team immediately transported me for radiology exams before heading to my operation. I didn't have to wait between one step and another. Throughout my stay here, I felt safe and in good hands. Nurses and doctors were always smiling, attentive, informative, and responsive to my family's requests. I felt trustful, confident, and at peace. I found myself in the hands of reputed physicians and was offered excellent medical care. They worked together as a team. I understood that this is regularly done and yields better results. One of the things I've noticed about BMC is how well trained and ever present the staff was. Later on, I learned that they had one of the highest nurse-to-patient ratios in the country, so that explained it. But staying long in a hospital can be scary when you think of all the hospital-acquired infections, especially a hospital with more than 30 different specialties. However, I started noticing the very strict standards they applied towards cleanliness and learned that their infection rates were amongst the lowest in the country. After my stay, I enjoyed my time at the Rehabilitation and Physical Therapy Center. It's an impressive facility with a gymnasium and a pool with aqua bike and water jet massage therapy. I wish I could have the same at home. The high and latest technology available also stood out at BMC and was a big relief. We witnessed this when my father had a heart problem last year, which required many radiology tests, and he ended up undergoing a procedure at the cardiology center. Today, my dad is doing great. When my wife got pregnant, choosing Bellevue Medical Center to deliver our baby came spontaneously. We knew that their maternity department was one of the best in the country. My wife attended the prenatal classes that helped her prepare for the delivery and baby care. Actually, it helped us both. Once our baby was born, I felt even more appreciative of the expertise of the healthcare team that made my wife's experience such an amazing one.
We became a center of reputation due to our affiliations with universities, locally and internationally. We are offering the best standards of healthcare given to patients to ensure a patient safety, as accredited by the Gold Seal of the Joint Commission International. Quality of life is a major issue all over the world, and it's our concern.
So yes, hospitals are where life begins. But mostly, they're where life is preciously held and maintained, to allow us to have a few more stories to tell, and a few more people to love. BMC, Bellevue Medical Center.